So let's address dating in our 30s. So first of all, I'm single. Okay. So I have been officially single since 2012. Me and my ex broke up, and that relationship really didn't even last too long. But the one that I had before that was in college. So I say this because I have had an issue with making things official. Now, is it me? Probably. Is it these niggas? Probably them too. But I want to talk about what making it official means in 2019. So the first thing that it is actually claiming your bitch in public. Okay. A lot of niggas will date you behind closed doors. So they will show up to your house. Y'all may kick it and go out to eat somewhere on your side of town or his side of town. And it's more of like a house visit than it is a date after a while. Like, a lot of people really just don't fucking date. So going out in public to where, you're around each other's friends, that's a true commitment. So when he starts taking you out in public, where you guys are hanging out with his boys or your friends, or shit, God forbid he puts you on social media. Oh my God, then it's real, right? So I think that once you guys start dating in public, that's, a step towards it becoming official. So another thing about that is that, a lot of niggas nowadays don't really have their shit together. Now, some of you brothers that are listening to this, I'm pretty sure that y'all are the ones that got y'all shit together, right? Right. Like, niggas just seem like that they can't never save money, or they got some type of living situation, or it's always something to where there's some type of excuse as to why dating isn't feasible or just time consuming at that, right? So there may be some excuses there, or it could be the female who could be in that situation. So maybe she doesn't want to go out more or be a burden, or whatever the case may be. I just think that we have a lot of situations that people don't talk about outright. So when is the time to talk about, like, how much money is in your pocket? What's our dating budget? So on and so forth, versus just keeping your ass in the house, fucking, and then just looking at each other and getting bored and starting to have, all those rifts after about 3 months, right? So get out the house, go public, so that way it's real. Number 2. Just because he tell his mama about you, it doesn't mean that he really give a fuck about you. The nigga that could be telling his mama about you could be the same nigga that's fucking somebody else. Now, I'm just going to be real honest, and this is just all based on experience, and I can't tell you anything that I haven't experienced or I can't relate. Okay. So a nigga that's like, oh yeah, I told my mama about you, you know what I'm saying? Like, she think you sweet. Like, she think you real smart. No, nigga, no. That doesn't mean a goddamn thing. That doesn't mean that you really fuck with me because you tell your mother. How about you tell me that we're official, so then we can move on and actually be in a fucking relationship, right? No, that's not how shit works in 2019, So I feel as though that women have to speak up and say, hey, I want to be in a relationship. And in order for you to date me, we have to be on that path. And the moment that I feel as though that you don't take me seriously is the moment that I'm going to step away and go and date somebody else. My dating life used to be, oh, he's cute. Oh, we talk. Oh, we do other stuff, and then we argue, and then it's over. But I've seen myself go through so many situations to where that shit ain't real dating. It's like little mini relationships that may have, gone on too long, to where the dating process was cut short because we didn't hang out. We didn't really, give each other a lot of space in between time. It's like as soon as we start texting, then we start talking every fucking day, and then now all of a sudden emotions are involved, and we haven't even been on more than 5 dates. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to go through many situationships and have all of these fake ass relationships without a relationship. Yeah, that's dead. That's over with. So one thing that I started to do was to just, state what the fuck I wanted up front. Like, tell them, look, if I want to have fun, I want to have fun. If I want to date seriously, I'm a date seriously. And every nigga gets different treatment. You don't treat everybody like he's your husband. Okay. So every guy that you meet is not your husband, boo. Like, especially when I was heavy in the church, all of the women were like, oh my God, like God is telling me that he's my husband. Like I could feel it in the Holy Spirit. I feel it in my belly. I would pray in tongues. That's my husband. No, that's weird. It's real awkward to meet somebody and to get it twisted at, is this, for the moment, for the future, or forever, or whatever. Like, give it time to get to know people. Like, really observe guys. Like, be their friend. A guy that's a little too pushy and always talking about sex, that nigga he's telling you what he wants. But if a guy who's interested in you tries to get to know your first, middle, and last name, nigga, take your time. Really slow down and get to know these fools, because, one thing could lead to another. Now your feelings are in it. It's 3 months down the line and y'all haven't even made it official. You're telling your friends, oh, that's my guy. But you could just be old shawty to his boys and you ain't really shit to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but how do you really know if you are shit to him? What does that feel like? What does that look like? To be honest, it's different for everybody, but I kind of feel as though that you can feel when a guy takes you seriously. He'll be concerned about you. If you're out too late, he's going to ask about that. If you haven't been picking up the phone for him or texting him back, he's going to show his emotion. He's going to give effort. He's going to show up with flowers. He's going to show up with different ideas as to what you guys can do together. He's going to talk about future. He's going to, show you houses and say, hey, which one would you prefer, or whatever the case may be. I think that he will show you his effort and he will start planning life with you before even asking you to marry him. Like, guys show you where they are. They don't just tell you, they show you. So if that nigga is not texting you back, if he ain't making no plans for dates and you are feeling like you're guessing, if you have to guess, then there's I'm so damn country. If you have to guess, then there's your answer. If you have to guess, then there is your answer. So one thing that I tried to do was to write down specifics as to what I want, but that shit literally changes month to month. It's like a fucking electric bill. It's like a guessing game. You're just waiting to see what it's going to be. Like, that's literally how I am, because the more that I evolve and the more that I date and get to know myself, especially with the more mature I'm becoming, my shit changes. What I used to want a year ago is completely different than what I want today. What I used to want yesterday is completely different than what I want today. Like, I know I like to be social, but I also like to be in the house. I know that I want someone attractive, but not so attractive to where it's obnoxious. Like, I don't want Shamar Moore. I'm not into niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I want for me, but it continues to evolve. I feel as though the guy for me will evolve with how I'm evolving. Does that make sense? Like, he'll always be attracted to me and he'll always give me butterflies, but he'll always be teaching me things and introducing me to some shit, because I always feel like that I'm in position to have to be the go-getter. And it's so attractive when a guy is actually doing shit. Like, get you a nigga that's doing something, like actually taking care of himself. Like, what does his place look like? What does his tub look like? Has he cleaned that shit? Like, what does his fridge look like? What does he eat on a regular basis? What's his prayer life look like? What does his friendships look like? Like, put yourself into a position to where not only are you specific, but you actually deep dive into his life and observe it before you give yourself away. Like, one thing that I can honestly say is that if you give yourself too soon, things change. I mean, that's scientific, okay? According to Google, YouTube, and all other sources about niggas, if you give up the new too soon, or if you give it up just without making him work for it, it changes the temperature of the relationship. Ladies, take your time. There's no rush. These niggas will wait. They didn't know you 3 months ago, so it's okay if they don't have your cookie today, because they were perfectly fine without your cookie 3 months ago. Okay? Like, literally take your time. And even if you make it to the 4-month mark and he's still showing interest, keep getting to know him. He may be the one. I don't know. But also, if you hold out and then you give it up, still know that niggas' effort may change, because they're just natural hunters. Like, they're going to go for what they feel as though that they can't conquer. Like, they're just going to keep banging their head against the fence until that motherfucker breaks, because men are going to get what they want regardless. So why not take your time and just wait? Take your time and wait. Now, I'm no dating expert. Like, let me be real honest. My friends will tell you, Booker isn't Booker. Oh, that's what they call me at work. Oh my God. Tamika, Meek. Okay. Is not a dating expert whatsoever. But what I can tell you is my experiences, because I pray that a lot of you females don't have to go through what I've gone through with these young men. Because I'm not one of those women that say, oh, niggas ain't shit, but like I really can't even socialize with women who say that, because I know that my husband exists. I know that my husband is absolutely phenomenal. If he's dating somebody else, girl, you have a time frame. Okay, your shot clock is running out, because I feel as though that God is constantly preparing single women for either being successful in their singleness or being successful in becoming a wife. And I think that there's two completely different lanes when it comes to single life and wifey life. However, it's all based on what it is that you're asking and what you're drawing into yourself. So where am I? Okay, I'm gonna have to edit that out. But moral of the story is, the more specific that you are with what you want, the more things can come to you. And I could say that all day long, and I know that shit sounds like a broken record, but bitch, I don't know about you, but I can't say that I'm tired of being single, but if you continue to do the same shit over and over and over again, then you're insane. Like, there's no way around it. Like, you're literally doing that to yourself. Like, do something different. Like, I challenge you to do something completely different in your dating life than you've ever done before. Date somebody that's outside of your comfort zone. Like, I've dated guys who are shorter than me. I'm a 5'9" woman. So most people think I'm just supposed to date the nigga that's over 6'6". Like, those are trouble. Okay. Like, like, if you scratching about 5'9", 6 foot, I may just give you a chance. Okay. If you even scratching the surface. So, step outside of your comfort zone. If you're dating the thug, try to date the corporate guy. If you're dating the corporate guy, give the thug a chance. Like, switch it up, okay? Like, have some fun, live a little, because dating is all about getting to know what you absolutely want, but be safe. Be safe. Be absolutely safe. And take your time. Close your legs. Make these niggas wait a little bit. And understand the do's and the don'ts and all of that. But, I just wanted to come in and kind of, just kind of spread some love and just have a quick little convo about that. If you have any other suggestions about dating conversations, especially the men, I want to hear you guys' side of the story, because being a female on this end of the stick, or end of the stick, or whatever you want to call it, is a little motherfucking aggravating. Okay. Like, Tinder ain't got enough niggas for me to swipe right. Oh, that's a whole nother thing, is how to look cute on Tinder. Y'all. Okay. Anyways, I'm over it. Yeah. But now I can't even do internet dating. Like, that's over with. Like, it's so embarrassing to be on the internet swiping for love. Like, I'm over it. It's dead. So definitely comment your ideas. I want to be able to hear what the fuck y'all have to say about dating in your 30s, about these experiences and that you guys are having. And if you have successful relationships, speak on how you got there. Like, the process is what we need to hear, because some women just don't know better. Some women don't have parents. Some women don't have no fucking friends, and it shows. Okay. So definitely give us women some feedback. Good company is a hub to share the process. So share that shit, okay? And make sure that you comment under iTunes, under Spotify and YouTube, as well as I'm going to put a post on Instagram, and I'm just going to ask you guys some quick questions, and y'all definitely answer truthfully. So like, comment, subscribe, talk to your girl, because your girl clearly needs help. If this helps somebody, okay, cool, but I'm still a work in progress. So God bless you much. I love you, and keep it tight.